storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
I'm talking this shit for 5 years now. Shit, now I'm 2025, nigga, 6, 7.
So you say Diddy's gay?
Yeah.
Okay.
How you know Diddy gay?
How I know? Because my boy went, so I used to be in the music industry, me and my boy's still in it. And I was managing him at the time. We had did some shit for Warren London and this thing called Butterskin, right? With Dorian. So they got a brand called Butterskin.
And Dorian was fucking Russell Simmons, correct?
You know it.
That's how he got the investment for that.
And Orlando Scandrick. If you know who Orlando Scandrick is.
He was fucking Orlando too?
From the Cowboys.
Oh my God.
So this is around the time Orlando Scandrick got onto ESPN. So yeah, me and my boy, you know, we played college ball. My boy played in the league, and then he became a singer turned R&B artist, or excuse me, athlete turned R&B. And we go to the party, and I drop him off. Me and my other partner, he called us about an hour later at like midnight, bro. Come get me right now. I'm like, nigga, what's going on? I'm like, man, they on some, you know what I'm saying, niggas on some punk shit in here. And so we go pick him up, and you know. He was like, yeah, bro, a bunch of like D-list celebrities and shit like that, like King Batch and I don't even know what's the.
Is King Batch gay too? Oh my God.
What's his name?
King Batch.
That's the IG dude and from Vine.
Yeah, so it was a bunch of like D-list guys, right? But at
the comedian.
Yeah.
So this wasn't at Diddy's crib, but the dude who was hosting it is the master of ceremonies in LA, and he's well known to be Diddy's boyfriend. So he hosting the event, whatever, shit cool, seemed like a regular party at midnight. The boys go on one side, the girls go on the other side. It's time to get in the tub. And
it's time to get in the tub.
You hear me? Hot tub for each. And all the girls there is on drugs. They doped up. Now that this stuff that came out, they probably on that Tuesday. But
the ketamine. Okay.
Yeah, but they was
or the pink cocaine.
Yeah, they was doped up. And my boy's like, yeah, bro, none of the girls like regular, bro. This ain't regular, bro. Cause my boy's like, he's like a model. He's on that scene, R&B. They kind of model him after D'Angelo. And
oh well, shit. They wanted to fuck. They was fucking D'Angelo, right?
So they wanted to fuck him. And they told that boy, you know, it's time to get in the pool. And niggas, shit got real gay. And that's when he called niggas to come pick him up. So he picked him up, and Dorian's tripping, right? Cause Dorian was kind of like our sponsor. And he's like, you know, niggas tripping. Nigga, what the fuck you got me in? I'm like, no, it's okay, it's cool. Just take me to my man's house. Take him to his man's house. You know, I'm a Cowboys fan. I see the nigga come out. I said, niggas got Orlando Scandrick? I said, oh man, they did some shit. So, yeah, bro. So
them was kicking it around in time.
Come on, bro. And I used to wonder, like, man, Orlando Scandrick was the Cowboys' slot cornerback. How did he get a spot on ESPN as an analyst? You know what I mean? Sure enough. He done signed on the dotted line, gave his butt up. So, and at the time, he was supposed to be dating Drea.
No, they have a baby.
They got twins.
Right, but he DL.
They got twin girls.
But he's DL, okay.
So, and Drea.
And just like she's with Jalen, who's also DL.
Exactly.
Okay, so she's the D. Okay,
yeah,
got
she's
it.
The beard.
She's the beard.
But yeah, bro, and then
she a what?
A beard.
What the fuck is that?
It's a woman you pay to protect your sexuality.
Yeah. So she'll be topside for you.
Yeah, and she'll bring you the niggas to fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she got a baby with this man.
They don't get.
It might not even be. He may not have inseminated her.
Yeah, they do IVF normally anyway.
What?
So they'll take his nut and turkey baster it, using more advanced technology into the womb directly.
Yeah.
But that's the premise. But
so where Farnsworth Diddy at?
Well, you know, Farnsworth is married with 2 kids, but
no,
Diddy was punking him too.
So he was okay. I always wanted to ask somebody. He was because he looked like he was fucking Farnsworth. You holding the man umbrella?
He was Rick Ross, DJ Khaled.
I know DJ Khaled go both ways.
Yeah.
Rick Ross too.
Yeah, with Diddy.
Rick Ross, big funky ass.
Diddy said.
Yeah, Tina said that.
Basically, what happened is Diddy and Ross, which they good buddies. Okay, they're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross and Khaled, they're all gay. Okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Meek Mill.
Tina said that.
I mean, everybody know about Meek Mill though. But
is that why Nicki left Meek Mill?
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you remember back in the 80s, Christopher Williams.
Yes.
That was sad. But it's just more of a power thing.
You said Christopher Williams? That was sad.
It was a power thing. Yeah, I like him, bro. I like that song. And you know, they shelved him after that too.
Pretty much you either give up the butt or you ain't gonna work.
Yeah, or you're not gonna succeed. You're not gonna
Because when they contacted me, they was like, we're gonna give you a check from Ciroc, De Leon, and Revolt.
Yep.
And they was like, we can get you in the room with him in 48 hours.
For sure. Yeah, you're gonna be in the room, all right. And you know.
Wait, they presented you?
Yeah, 6 months before Cassie filed her lawsuit. So that was June of 23. Yeah.
They was trying to offer you what?
A show on Revolt. And I was gonna get the check from Revolt and then the check from Ciroc and then De Leon. And they was like, we can get you in the room with him in 48 hours.
Man, bro, just really demonic, bro. And so we were signed to Anderson .Paak, and we were with 300 Entertainment.
Okay.
Man, I'm God-fearing, bro. So that, you know, I'm so serious, bro.
I ain't trying to rely back on it, man. I my moral compass, man.
I'm so serious, bro. They
Is Anderson .Paak gay too?
No. Well, you know what? It's the industry, so probably. But bruh, the offering from 300. But you know Leor Cohen?
Yes.
Yeah, the white dude, Leor Cohen. Yeah, he owned 300. He from like overseas somewhere.
So it's pretty much what you would have to bend over for him the same way you would bend over for like Clive Davis. Got it.
So they all play ball. And for Diddy, he's just a gatekeeper. Now, Diddy's a CIA asset. So
yeah, he gonna beat this though.
No, he's not. He's not gonna beat it.
I ain't saying beat it in the sense of alright, y'all, I'm out of here, but
you like by asset you mean they use him to get other people, to blackmail him. Yeah.
It's the same thing as Epstein. It's all connected.
Yeah.
You know, people say it's conspiracy, but you know, again, I've been saying this shit for 7 years now, and it took to 2025. What really blew me was when I got on Hulu and I saw they had a damn documentary. I'm like, you know how many niggas was saying I was crazy? I'm like, nigga, I was in the industry, bro. This ain't no, I'm not just saying this shit for my health.
But you know they look up to them niggas, so they not gonna like.
They idolize them.
Yeah.
You know, just like Obama. Obama ain't no good neither.
No, Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson. Don't get me started on that clown ass nigga. You a fucking clown. Shit, shout out to Ben Crump. He just got me a lot of money, but he's still a clown. So all the niggas clowns, bro. And they all gay. And all the niggas be in the back room bending over. You know what I'm saying? That should be sad for real. And how they did Usher, how they did Justin Bieber.
So Diddy raped Usher, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
He was Usher's legal guardian at 13 years old.
Those type of situation. And when probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas. Man, I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. And that's just, you know, that's something that you heard. You don't know if it's true, you just heard it. So, and just to hear this, and this new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that shit is crazy.
same thing with Aaliyah.
Same thing with Aaliyah. Well, no, I'm sorry. That was R. Kelly.
R. Kelly
Yeah, but I'm
with
just
Aaliyah.
saying.
Yes, it's the conservatorship or something like that, where they'll turn over the legal rights to the kids.
Because you know I've been getting a rundown on the street. Everybody seems to think that y'all are either girlfriend or boyfriend or cousins or friends. let's just get the record straight.
Better go get me a white Jeep.
Well, no, we're not related at all. No, we're not. We're just very close. He's my best friend.
Yeah, cool.
Now who found who?
In the whole wide world.
I found Leah. As a matter of fact, Barry Hankerson, my manager, who's her uncle, told me to go up to Detroit and hear her sing. Once I got up to Detroit, I didn't have to hear her sing because she was glowing. I knew she had it. As soon as she started singing, that verified it. And from there, we became here, and everything is all good.
Oh, baby, let me know what's up. It's the dance that she's doing with R. Kelly is a style called stepping.
Stepping.
And I want to learn how to do it.
Okay.
So, you know, you got to hook me up.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Okay, so
All right.
you step, and then you slide, and you take it back.
All right, hold on, my neck. Is my neck right? Is my neck right? Oh, this is
Okay, you kind of like bend down a little bit.
Bend down, all
and
right.
you step, slide.
Step.
Getting in the car. I'm sitting there watching them get in the limo, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Cut to, what did you do? What happened? What happened, Bill? What happened? Robert is leaving. He's upset. Didn't know what was going on. Maybe it was one too many keys. Maybe she laughed a little too hard on one of the little jokey jokes. But I'm a comedian and I'm doing an interview. I'm not trying to holler at this girl. She in the 9th grade, bro. Then all the stuff started coming out later. They had just came back. They was actually married at the time.
So yeah, he was raping Usher, and
he sent Usher to the hospital, correct?
Mm-hmm.
When he busted his ass. Yeah.
Yes.
Damn. I told y'all. I told you.
I'm Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. It was,
So nobody
it was
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Uh-huh.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Flavor Camp.
Flavor Camp, yeah.
So what was that experience like, and how did that help Usher's career?
I don't think I would be the artist that I am today without the experiences that I had in New York City. One, just being in a new place where I would have to adjust, right? I didn't have the comfort of home. I'm in New York City, and they was, done and sunning me to death, bro. And I was like, shout it, I don't know what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? We finna go over here, you know what I'm saying? And they was like laughing at me because I was Southern and they were like New York, but they was like took me and they took me under their wing, you know what I'm saying? And looked at me like the little bruh.
Thank you, come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not giving the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the fuck did Puff just say?
And then Justin Bieber.
Usher got,
Yeah.
Usher got Bieber. Yeah. Usher got Bieber. That's why it's I don't want to say it's ironic, but when it comes out now that Diddy's boys was raping Usher.
Damn.
Or not raping Usher, raping Justin Bieber, I'm sorry.
Where you wanna go? Where are we going? So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me.
Justin Bieber, man, that's why Justin Bieber came out with all the yummy and the pizza references. That's what they'll do.
Well, that's what they'll do.
That'll be
and
easy.
I'm coming back. No, you're not.
You ain't gonna know.
No, you're not.
You're gonna be
no,
sore.
You're not. No, you're not. What's gonna
If
happen?
I come back sore, bro, I promise to God my kids wouldn't see me no more, bro.
No, because what's gonna happen is you're not gonna be able to get next to him.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to get close to him, bro. You're too paid.
It'll be somebody that's gonna pay.
You're gonna have to kill like a security guard or something.
Somebody gonna pay.
Nigga, they gonna knock you off.
And then you have to deal with everybody knowing. That's how they get men. We don't want nobody to know that happens. So.
Hey man, I'm wrong, bro. I've been in jail.
Cause you know that's really the ritual. They rape them, they get it on camera, and then they blackmail them.
Always on my square. But a nigga that's a square, he don't know. So he don't know watch your drink. He don't know. So now he drink behind a nigga. He get drugged. They rape this nigga. They rape this nigga. Videotape it. Then when he in the meeting, they give him a shitty contract. They play the video of him getting fucked by like 3 niggas. He ain't never been through shit like that. So he like, man, what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna sign. And you gonna give me money? So rather than get that story put out, he gonna sign that bad contract, which is the 360 deal. He gonna take that advance, which is recuperable anyway. So they gonna give him the money just to take back and own the rights to his shit.
I'm sitting here with 5 niggas that got the same look like I killed 9 niggas.
Yo,
I give you.
And they say you gonna sign this contract or
use as humiliation.
So
zoom
out and look at the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. It's the exact same playbook. Hollywood and the music industry is a CIA construct for mind control because the frequencies given off through music has mind control properties. And the reason it's called a master track is because a warlock, i.e. Leor Cohen or one of them other Lucian Grange, the niggas will literally go and do black magic and do Black Sabbath rituals over the master track before they put that track into production. So that's why you be seeing niggas acting crazy and shit like that. That's why the music is so powerful.
And she talked about the meaning of that song and the meaning behind many lyrics. And she said this, she said, Willow is about intrigue, desire, and complexity that goes into wanting someone. I think it sounds like casting a spell to make someone fall in love with you. And there's a very oddly specific visual that's involved in her Willow video. She is very open about her witchcraft persona. There's a TikTok video that specifically shows the standard Hollywood image of witchcraft. People have been accusing her of performing witchcraft. She credits Lady Gaga for casting a magic spell on her and Calvin Harris, her former boyfriend. Now, something...
So, are they doing the streamers the same way with like the Casanats, the
they busting Casanat. Boy, they busting his back up, boy. You think so? Man, they busting that little nigga.
Call me shorty, no. In the middle of the night, we might start cuddling. Cause I'm gonna be thinking I'm sleeping with somebody. Like, no, listen though. Like, it's connected this time. So we both might be unconsciously just start cuddling in the bed unconsciously. You know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna be half asleep, like, you know, like, hey, we don't know we don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. This is one bed. I might like, bro, oh my God.
Man, just like they bust Kevin Hart up. You remember that,
Oh, don't say I like God.
Yeah, bro, you should have been seen that.
You can't get Kevin Hart in your house or The Rock unless you know.
Spending the night on the floor.
Shut up. All right. You know what they're gonna do to you in jail? Why am I going to jail? Let me show you. This is gonna happen to your little ass in jail. Oh my God.
You can't. Yeah.
You know how much money Kevin Hart is worth?
Yeah.
Bro, spending the night
Wait a
on the
minute.
floor.
So they got Marco too.
Funny Marco, yeah. And all the niggas that signed on the dotted line.
So is it a spiritual thing? Like
yes, it's a spiritual that manifests itself in the physical. So when you sign yourself over to these demonic entities, but for niggas, it's Baal worship, it's Moloch worship. You gotta sacrifice somebody, a family member,
or a kid,
yep,
a baby,
ass, something. You gotta give up something.
Bro, stop saying it like that.
Jesus called Satan Beelzebub, linking the devil to Baal Zebub, a Philistine deity. The Baalim of the Old Testament were nothing more than demons masquerading as gods. Ultimately, all idolatry is devil worship. All right, that answers your question. Who was Baal?
It's true, nigga. You
it's true.
Your butt.
It's true. They want that butt.
Right, because it's about defiling your spirit, right? Because for a man, your manhood is the most valuable thing.
Yeah,
it's the most valuable thing you got from God to make you a man. Is your spiritual sanctity.
Once you done been tampered with, bro, you can't live with, like, that's something that'll forever be in your mind.
And then when you study Kundalini energy and how it goes up the spine to the brain when you get popped, you know.
Come on, bro, that shit is. These niggas they've been doing this a long time.
Going through all this, and then people act like they don't understand that I like booty. So what? But what is I'm supposed to do, bro? Huh?
I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know.
I don't know. I can't picture myself ever being in that situation.
All right. I'll just say, for instance, you was in that situation.
I can't see it, please. I can't think about it.
You would turn me down.
What you mean?
Huh? It's more important than Wilder. You should know what I mean.
It's in the prostrate gland. In the female, it's in the vagina. I think they call it the G-spot. I've heard that term thrown around, and that seems to be what this is obviously associated with running the Kundalini energies in the creative process as well as the creation of life process. These are the frequencies that control the part of the aspects of creation and sexuality and sex drive. Now, what's interesting is because we have distortions in Cathara Grid 2, 1, 2, and 3, in Cathara Grid 2, there's a whole bunch of wacky sexual deviation going on in our culture, not to mention a whole bunch of twisted ideas.
This ain't nothing new. This is something that they've been doing since the times of Jesus. Because you got to think, all this started in Rome, right? So Rome is naturally homoerotic as a culture. Right, because the term.
Well, I said this is no shit for me.
No, I gotta be. Yeah, the term mentorship. If you know, like people say you're a mentor, that came from Rome.
When an older man would take a younger man.
Right.
Yes.
So that's a tormentor, right? So mentorship, pedastry, all of that came from Rome, right? America is based off the democratic principles of Greece. So the nation of Rome came after Greek, or excuse me, came before Greek. We took the same Greek principles and brought them to America, because America is built on what? Democracy, freedom. Those are all Grecian concepts. So when you take the ideas and the spirit of the Greeks and what they would say when in Rome, do as the Romans do, niggas is keeping the tradition alive, busting little boys up, busting young men up, actors, entertainers, busting them up for money,
because
power,
they
and
have
fame.
the power, right?
It's a power thing.
Influence.
It's a power thing. So you got the influence to shift the masses. So because you got the influence, we gonna have to control that. So how can we control you? Nigga, we gotta bust you up. We gotta bust you up.
So you part of the fraternity, the brotherhood.
So it's just like any other fraternity. Every rapper in here, I don't care how thuggish you are, we'd have all been bust up.
Right. So
we all on the same type of time.
Damn.
So, you know what I'm saying? So none of us is gonna tell on the other. We all clicked up for real. And now when it comes time to
this is our bond.
Now when it comes time to do these satanic rituals and sacrifice these children, we're all bounded by, we're all bounded by the fact that we done all been, you know, indoctrinated or inducted into the club.
The whole Mike Rubin thing, I don't play with niggas, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on no funny, weird shit. You feel me? I'm dapping Kuzman up. And Mike's happy to see me. He run up on me.
Right.
I got 10 other pictures. We down there. We start down there. Bam, I'm telling his ass, Mike, I'll slam your ass on your neck. I'll break your neck. But we play like that. They white, so they don't really understand how I understand. Like, even when the picture came out before it went viral, I told them, like, Mike, I can't have pictures like that.
Right.
Even though me and you playing, bro, it's 100 people at the party. We in the middle of 100 people.
I love you. You love me?
I love you too, bro. You know that.
I got a question.
Talk to me.
You ever say a favor? Hey, you'll do me a favor if you do?
Talk to me.
You put my feet in the air, please.
Put your feet. If I felt like something was wrong with you, I would.
Put my feet dead now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to go for that ride. But guess what?
That's all I ask of you.
Yeah.
Hold me accountable.
You one of them ones, for sure.
I try.
I know she my cousin, you heard me? But I ain't about to stop fucking with her. Shit, the pussy good and we click. Shit, I ain't grow up with you knowing you was my people. I don't get tired. Man, y'all gonna stay out my motherfucking business.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
This is a special birthday for both of us.
Drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight. You're gonna get another drunken hug tonight.
Birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Oh, yeah, 12.
15.
Yeah, fuck. Huh?
Oh my God.
You bet. I'm on the real. Cause I'm the real. I was fucking at 11.
Niggas had children at 16.
I had Nate at 15, nigga. I had my daughter when I was 15, nigga. It ain't cause you a male, it ain't cause you 15, you supposed to, cause you're young money. You're supposed to. Fuck that shit, man. I started fucking. I got raped when I was 11, Twist. And I loved it. I ain't never pressed charges. I'ma do you like baby them did me. Yeah. I'll never forget that day. Yeah, no, they was all in the kitchen. I was scared. It was cool. There was about this many niggas and shit too in that bit. I never forget the word. Suck la wine la dick.
No, but we be separated with swimming trunks.
That's what I mean. That's what I don't understand. Like, y'all had sleepovers before, right?
Yeah, but not like that. Like,
yeah, so no, I didn't mean it like anything. I meant it like how y'all meant it. I want to sleep over too. I want to sleep with y'all niggas too. That's how I meant it. Pause, I know. That was a lot. But that's what I meant. It's like, if y'all was in the shower, then y'all took showers.
Shit out that bitch ass.
Now, we're gonna try to get Fab on the line and squash it.
Nigga, get Fab on the line right now. I'll smack the shit out that nigga.
You can't smack him over the phone, Ray.
On the phone that like niggas, and they gonna rape that nigga. Bring that nigga over and stick it in that nigga booth.
All right.
Well, my truth is the fact that Chris Stokes had me and Jarrell Houston in a room sucking each other's dicks.
I don't think that you've ever addressed, and I just want to ask you flat out. There's been the crazy rumor that you got raped by your security guard.
That's fucking ridiculous. That's crazy.
You've heard that before.
Yeah, that was like the first rumor that like ever had came out. I'll never forget that shit. I was in Paris, France. I was in Paris coming back to the States. And I was going through the airport. I believe I was going to Philly. And I had to call into the radio station and just clear that shit up. It never really, it never was really nothing crazy. Like, cause like I said, like, people gonna talk, people gonna make up stuff, people gonna say things. That's just a part of the game. You know what I mean? People have said the most craziest shit about people all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't even know where that shit even started from. I don't even know where that bogus shit even came from.
You know, all politicians be super freaked out. So they either into freaky touch shit, they like messing with kids, they might be gay. Jeffrey Epstein's job was to put honeypot their ass. I'm gonna send what you like, and I'm gonna catch you doing what you like I'm gonna blackmail you, and now I got you by the nuts. Because if I show to somebody that you're gonna go to prison, you don't want to go to prison, you don't want to lose your political seat. So now we got you by the ball of handlers at different levels. Diddy was running the music industry. Then you got somebody who handles film, which was Harvey Weinstein. Okay. And then you got Epstein, who's the overlord overseeing his underlings, right? So Leor Cohen, these music industry execs are underneath Epstein. Gotta think, the entertainment industry is just the mind control sector of the CIA. So if you go back and look at the Stanford prison experiments, all of that stuff was satanic ritual abuse. You break the mind down, right? That's why you see artists dye their hair blonde. Right. When they dye their hair blonde, that means they've been successfully mind controlled. So you'll see a nigga like Drewski, for example. Remember, Drewski dyed his hair blonde. Remember, he was kicking it with Diddy. Remember, he had all the stuff.
The whole thing at Diddy house.
At Diddy house. It's just so fortuitous.
I wouldn't. Shot.
There's no coincidences in the music industry.
Yeah.
Everybody's related. Everybody's family. Warren London is cousins with everybody in the industry. So, bro, it's one big club, and to get in, you gotta sacrifice a child, sacrifice a family member, or some combination of both, depending on how much wealth and influence you're trying to aim for. So, yeah, bro, that's why they say that shit's demonic. You know, that's why it's demonic, bro, and it's not worth your soul.
That's why I'm gonna just stay on YouTube. I'm good.
Yeah, you good, bro. You got your platform.
I'm good.
You're independent. You can still make your money, and it's not about making millions. You just want, money is just a tool, right? And money makes you more of what you are. Yeah. So if you're just an obsessive, greedy person, and you get $1 million, you know, again, what niggas is willing to do for money is really sick. And that shit should scare you. I tell niggas all the time, nigga, I don't know what you would do for money, and that shit scare me. Right.
What you think, what's your thoughts on Ray J?
Ray J OG. Yeah, Ray J real blood. Now
he done been tampered with.
Yeah, I was about to say, I mean, just to get in the building, bro, I would, in the music industry, you're better off assuming everybody's been
That's why Orlando Brown the way he is, bro.
Yeah, as a child, he was molested.
He was tossed around.
Yeah.
Because I did an interview with a lady that had sold a Hollywood film. She showed me the bank statements, like the $2.5 million check deposit, all that.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I ain't never seen that much money in the bank account. She ended up like begging me to take the interview down. But anyway, she said that they, like back in the day, used to have parties in Atlanta, and they would have like male strippers and female strippers there. Right. And she was like, yeah, at this party, Ray J was on his knees, like sucking off this old white dude. Yeah. She said the old white dude had a red robe, and Ray J was on his knee, like, yeah.
You get like that, bro.
People forget all about the Shamar Moore parties back in the day.
Right.
The actor.
The actor from
CSI, right?
Yeah, CSI. He was
the soap operas, all that.
Man, Shamar Moore.
Biracial dude.
Man, he the handsome, light-skinned brother that all the ladies go crazy for. You seen the film of the nigga doing this? You seen that?
He said, why did I get married?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Shamar Moore.
You'll recognize him.
He'll recognize him. But he used to throw freaky parties back in the day too. They ran trains on chicks, all that. Yeah.
Oh, CSI.
Yeah. People forget all about his parties back in the day.
Oh, he had parties?
Yeah.
Yeah, they ran trains on chicks and the naked basketball parties too.
Yeah, niggas, bro, that niggas impressed. Niggas be freaked out. Them industry niggas be freaked out. But when we kick you like this, if you got all the money in the world,
you get tired of fucking 1 and 2
sex can only, regular stuff only goes
so far. Yeah. That's what I was telling these niggas, bro. Like, so you get to hitting one girl, then she down to add another girl, Next thing you know, you like little boozy and you got 4 girls in the bed.
Now you got what?
Now you curious to see what the girly man look like.
Yeah, Ray J unfortunately has gone down the path of no return. But he a real gangster though. But a lot of them gangster niggas be getting their booty played with, so what that mean?
I be trying to tell them, the gangster niggas be the gayest.
They be the gayest.
Yeah, because the most gangster niggas you know in prison right now violating men.
Yep.
They do.
So
they don't even got a lot of time.
Was Beyonce sold to Jay-Z?
No, bro.
Yeah.
By her dad?
Yeah, her parents.
She's been a root.
Yeah, her parents in the industry, bro. Her parents in the industry.
He in the beehive, bro.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, I know they're witches. I know that.
Okay, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So I should got to Jay-Z, bro. We decided to go our separate ways.
Foxy Brown, you know.
Yeah, they just showed a video of the girl was taking. You seen that video? The girl was taking the picture at the Beyonce concert.
Oh, and
Jay-Z and the security.
phone?
Jay-Z and the security had walked by. You know how the girls be doing like the pose? Jay-Z was locked, bro. I'm talking about he walking. Walking, he just locked on. And it's like security, like all around the girl. She was young.
She was young.
She was young.
I'm telling the truth. And,
Because he really started fucking her at 17. He said 19, but I think it was really 17.
Remember Foxy Brown?
And he gave her syphilis, right?
Yes, and she was underage. Look, Charleston White saw that funny while he putting that horse dick in them little girls.
Yeah. That nigga say, you know that nigga ugly. He say, you know that nigga ugly, big hanging like a mother.
I said, Charleston, you so fucking crazy.
You say, yeah, damn, that's how the bitch went down.
Man, but yeah, he messed with them little girls, and then you got to factor in, you know, Jay-Z's a really high-ranking Satanist.
Yep.
With Maria Abrahamovich, with the spirit cooking and all that.
Beyonce's a daughter of Oshun. We know that. Yep.
Yeah, so that's why.
It's like African spirituality. It's like Ifa.
Beyonce's been channeling African gods. She's a high-level witch now. She's a high-level Satanist as well. You think about the beehive. Think about the idea of the beehive and how you have millions and millions of people under mind control that will literally kill somebody for you. Think about that from a concept.
It's magic. It's witchcraft.
Come on, man. It's mass mind control. So,
damn.
But yeah. Jay-Z ain't no good. Beyonce ain't no good neither. From getting your butt popped with these little fake industry dreams.
The ideology.
But like you said, bro, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Idol worshiping, bro.
The idolization. And then on top of that,
for me, like even for me, I love Beyonce, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't never done no research on that type of stuff.
I wasn't looking, by the way.
No, I'm just saying, but you hear these things and people have done their due diligence and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like where I ain't
gonna lie, he's one of the sole reasons that I don't really, cause I used to be like that, bro. You know,
right.
Idol worship. It's normal. It's normal for us to do that. Look up to people we see on TV.
Yeah, right.
But once I start hearing a lot of this
and seeing how stuff
I'm
play
like,
out,
bro, God,
man,
where you at,
man? Bro.
So like, if I wanted a TV show, if I was like, okay, I want a night show.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we E Network.
Yeah. It's gonna cost you.
I would have to get popped.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you. Nobody can get in a position of influence in front of the masses without them being able to control you.
In some sort of way.
Well, and more again, I hate to say it, man, but it's the Roman rites. Like the stuff that they're doing is ancient. You know what I mean? This is stuff that they were doing in the times of Babel and Babylon. You know what I mean? It goes back 2,000-3,000 years. And they have to take your manhood because again, okay, say they take your money. You're like, cool, I'll give up the money. I'll give up the fame. But you done gave up your butt. We got you on that.
That's way more detrimental.
Yeah, we got you forever on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you're better off with the power of the internet, your following on YouTube, TikTok, especially for the nation's appetite for this type of information now. This is the best time to, like, I'll be watching real. Yes, they did. Don't take the deal unless it's like a,
take that deal.
unless it's an independent agent.
I'm not finna get popped.
but But I will say, bro, we done did some deals in the industry that didn't require that, like distribution deals.
Okay.
Distribution deals don't require that. It's more like when you start doing the 360 type stuff, when you start trying to play with M's, trying to get M's out the deal. If you're just trying to get like 200K, 300K, and they get the rights to your streams or something like that, you know, that's another setup that's available. But yeah, I wouldn't do nothing long term. No type of 360s, no type of. If they're gonna give you $1 million, you're gonna have to pay $1 million, and they don't want cash.
They want ass.
So, keep doing your thing, bro. I'm gonna have to tune into your platform. Let me look you up. You know, you got 347,000 subscribers. Goodness gracious. Wow.
I told you he was him.
Wow. Yeah, you don't need no help from them people, bro. You do not need no help from them people.
That's why he just made this thing. I work.
Right, I ain't mad at you. No, you do work. This is about work.
Yeah, that nigga don't like home runs.
Right, he's trying to hit a home run.
Yeah.
But man,
drip.
I was like, damn, bro, you never know in LA. That right there, that's why LA is just too much. LA is just too much, man. You never know. You think it's innocent, it's just somebody cool, it's just, cool cat. And this is the
preying on you the whole time.
Man, he plotting on you, man. He done gave you the business opportunity. And
sent you $1,000 on Cashapp.
I ain't get no money.
No, you get no money.
Yeah, they didn't pay him, bro.
The assistants reach out and everybody.
No, my boy did. He did the Staples performance for free. They talking about it's an exposure thing.
Oh no.
That's why guys in the music industry, but ain't no money in that on the management side. Like for Coachella, you get paid $500K for Coachella. But you got to use it all on your set design, so you can't take any of the money home. So it's all clout moves, bro. It's lateral clout moves, unless you're touring and doing shows and stuff like that. But anything industry related, man, you're not gonna get no money. But yeah, man. So you gotta be careful, Mr. Storm. Don't go to nothing for free. Pay your own way. Right.
Don't get sleepy.
Don't drink nothing. Don't smoke nothing. Bring your own sand to the beach.
First show, Gatekeepers play.
Oh, see.
Dude was?
See, there you go.
That was his licking.
There you go. So they got a playbook for grooming and for sexual harassment.
Yeah.
I don't say
that.
Because Tyler tells you to grab your ankles.
Right.
You said Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh. Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he works in the physical.
Oh yeah, you done missed the whole conversation.
But with the Butterskin stuff that they had us doing, because my boy did Fashion Week as well, so we walked for, maybe I shouldn't say the brand.
I think your partner a victim. I think he volunteering.
This is when we were still trying to break into the industry, bro. So we opened up for Blast. If you know what that is.
Yeah,
we don't victim shame.
Yeah.
He one of them with listen, but don't judge.
So, I used to joke about my guy.
We listen,
You're going to get popped over there
don't
playing. You're going to get popped. You keep playing. You keep flirting with danger. And, he thinking it's sweet because he want to be a star. But he got the talent, though. I ain't going to lie. That boy is super talented. He plays all the instruments, sings.
It's just like Ty Harris.
Yeah. But he got the look, though. So they're trying to market him on the modeling tip. So we did Fashion Week, but it was for a homie's brand. Like, it wasn't no funny business. But after that, that's when, you heard about 50 Cent coming out like with the models.
Because the models are really escorts anyway. That's what I tell people. Yeah.
With the handshake, with the model handshake where they grab your private.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's how they grease you. They grab your dick.
I was sexually assaulted by Adam Bennett, who was the head of the motion picture department at William Morris Endeavor.
In February of 2016, Cruz says he and the Hollywood super agent Adam Bennett were at the same party. Bennett has represented some of Hollywood's biggest names: Liam Hemsworth, Emma Stone, Sylvester Stallone, Eddie Murphy, and Adam Sandler.
You're talking about a very, very powerful man who has access to studio heads. What they do affects every part of the business, from producers, writers, actors. They own finance companies, the whole thing.
And did you know him before the party?
And I did not know him. I heard of him. We had never, ever even had a conversation, okay? So I just heard, and actually, I was actually looking forward to meeting him.
But instead of a professional meet and greet, Cruz claims Bennett leered at him from across the room.
And he looked me in my eyes, and he was sticking his tongue out overtly sexually to me. I mean, it was no mistake that this was a sexual type tongue move. And I'm going, and I'm thinking it's a joke. I'm thinking, is this how this guy breaks the ice? I don't understand what this is.
Confused, Cruz said he reached out to shake his hand.
I reached my hand out, and he takes his right hand and under mine and immediately squeezes, grabs my genitals, and I jump back like, hey, whoa. And he jumps back, and he still does this tongue stuff, and he's making weird noises, and then he comes back again and grabs me again. And I slap his hand away, push him back more forcefully, and I'm like, what are you doing?
According to Cruz, the alleged groping happened in front of his wife.
And
right in front of your wife. They'll do it too.
Yeah, they're gonna tell you to buck. They're gonna say buck.
Yeah.
Buck if you want. And lose this sponsorship, lose this $1 million play.
Yeah.
Leave you out the frame for.
That's what Jeff T-Man was talking about.
Yeah, if a girl grab your dick, you wouldn't be bad.
So now my boy, they didn't go that far, but I'm just thinking.
No, they were talking about courtside.
I'm just thinking of all the little routes, right? Like my boy with the butterskin stuff, and then they'll take him to the Diddy party after that, you know? And then you got, you know, my same brother, the dude, he just up there hooping, buddy invite him to come, hey bro, pull up to the Lakers game, bro, I got you. It's good. Hey, matter of fact, we're gonna book you how about this? We're gonna book you to come perform as well. Okay, for sure.
They know you gonna come.
Okay, for sure. Hey bro, after that, you know, you want to come to this after party? Cool, where it's at? You pull it to my crib. Who gonna be there?
Me and you.
Just, yeah. It's a private thing.
Who gonna be there? Us.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of it in the Hollywood Hills, right?
Yeah, in the hills.
Yeah, so you can't like just run away.
No.
What about Rihanna? Rihanna and ASAP. So is ASAP, do he go both ways?
She's a beard for ASAP Rocky.
Yeah. She pregnant again.
Oh, that's your name?
Yeah, she a beard. Yeah, she a beard for ASAP Rocky. And think about this: how do you beat a gun case in New York?
Good point. Now, is that giving some favors, or is that witchcraft, or is it both? Because she's Caribbean.
Yeah, well, she's into that. Because you can look at her early career, how satanic stuff got for her early on in her career before she started popping.
You dancing in the blood.
Come on, dog. And then ASAP done, you know, he was in the modeling sector, so.
And we remember the pictures of him with the pentagrams.
Have you seen the new commercial they did for the Gucci Guilty?
And then, you know, they play with the pentagrams and the demonic stuff as well. So you pair them together with ASAP getting the top bottom, the guy from Yves Saint Laurent. Rihanna's able to call in favors to get off on a gun charge in New York, bro. The strictest gun law.
Gun state in, the strictest state in the country. Gun laws.
A year per bullet in New York. And he's going to Rikers too.
Yeah.
I don't even think he went to Rikers. A year per bullet, bro. So you can come with a pipe out there. That's a felony off top just to have it.
What about Takeoff?
Takeoff, Offset. Well, excuse me, not Offset. Quavo. Prince and them. They also involved with the CIA. They in deep with the CIA.
Damn.
Because you can't do no organized crime like that for 20, 30 years as a black organization and CIA not be involved. You know what I'm saying?
True, good point.
And
it's like an open secret. Everybody knows.
Secret. Yeah. They've gone to prison. Yeah, they haven't been incarcerated.
Nothing.
They be killing, raping, and stealing. His sons be assaulting them bottle girls out there in Houston.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you when I leave.
So,
yeah,
you know, and so yeah, they all play ball together. You know what I'm saying?
So there's no safe spots in the industry is pretty much what you're saying.
Or work with a small. You know who's not bad? A not bad company? Empire. Ghazi.
Okay.
Ghazi and Empire. They don't. They not getting popped over there.
Okay.
Now people are dying.
I'm good.
Yeah, they could put insurance
Oh.
I'm good. Nah, I'm good.
Mo 3 was signed to Empire before he passed away. They had a bunch of rappers die at Empire. Young Dog, Mo 3, it's a bunch of rappers that died over there. But they do good deals as far as they'll let you keep your name, likeness.
WWE the same way?
Not that bad. WWE scripted?
No, is it the same way where you gotta like do certain?
Yeah.
Same thing. Got it.
Influence game, not to that extent,
Okay.
but for the big stars,
Like The Rock or like Stone Cold. What's up?
yeah. Yeah. So for the Rock, I gotta stand over everybody. Well, yeah, for the Rock, Stone Cold.
Right here. I'm about to eat something right quick.
The Rock for show. But you know, do you remember that skit on SNL with The Rock?
on tour, man.
Where he was talking about drinking children's blood?
The most evil invention in the world contest, I invented a child molesting robot.
I beg your pardon, what?
What's up, man? Yeah. So The Rock is in on that, but you gotta think about it. It don't get to that point for them with WWE until they cross over to the movies.
Gotcha.
The Rock, Dave Bautista. Who else been went to the movies?
Last night was Quincy's birthday, so
I can't think, but The Rock and Dave.
Oh, John Cena.
John Cena. Remember they had John Cena wearing the dress.
I remember.
And the heels.
I remember that.
Right. So that's just how they have. It doesn't take effect for them until they cross over and try and go bigger.
Okay.
You know, because I got a homie right now. I play football with who's in WWE. And you know they didn't take it to that extent, but they start taking it to that extent again. When you start making a movie money, that's when they gonna come for you.
Hey, dude.
You know.
What up?
But it's just an influence game.
I miss you, bro.
You know, once you get a certain amount of influence.
I've been managing.
It's ugly. You know what I'm saying? No, you can get ugly after a certain skill. But yeah, man, them boys in Ghazi, them boys in Empire, they do square business. You know, again, people be dying over there now, but outside of that, you know, the deals that they sound are pretty favorable to the artists. There's a lot of artists making good, clean money. Without sacrificing.
They
yeah, man. So
it's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.